What's up everyone? So I was thinking about how to introduce the video that we're going to be watching. What would be the best way to describe the circumstances that the main character has found herself in, and I feel a little bit conflicted because on one side it's a little sad, but on the other side I was on the floor laughing, so I don't really know whether I should just clown on this situation or if I should feel bad. I guess if we look at the positives versus the negatives, I think the negatives far outweigh, no pun intended, the positives. At least the main character of this video seems like she's somewhat of a nice person. She definitely doesn't come across as annoying like the other people we've seen on this channel, so I guess that's like the only nice thing I could come up with. I also have a very quick message at the end of this video from a company called Extra Wallets, so with all that being said, let's get into the video for today.
Right, that's so cute. Okay. Hi, my name is Jamie Lopez. I'm the CEO and owner of Baby Doll Beauty Couture Salon, and I'm 31 years old.
Okay, so we have a 31-year-old woman who calls herself President Baby Doll, and she's also 500 pounds. That is not an exaggeration. She weighs as much as a fucking fully grown pygmy hippopotamus. She is the size of an animal that you would normally see at the zoo. And for everyone outside of the US, just so we're all on the same page, 500 pounds is about 226 kilograms. How the fuck do you get that big by the age of 31? How much food did she suction in that vacuum of a mouth that she has? She's out here cosplaying Kirby, siphoning everything that she sees in her sight. And now that I think about it, where did she weigh herself? Ain't no way she weighed herself on a normal scale, because those only go up to like 300 pounds. She would have quite literally shattered the scale. I'm genuinely curious, did the doctors drop her in a pool and calculate how much water had been displaced upon her impact on the water?
We gotta like shoulder down. 1, 2, 3.
She can't even stand at her own ribbon cutting ceremony. These things take like 3 minutes to do tops. I've seen one of these ceremonies in real life. You cut the ribbon, people clap, and you go inside the store for the grand opening or whatever. This woman couldn't stand for 3 minutes because her knees would implode trying to support that gigantor physique that she's got, and yet the people around her are smiling and clapping as if this is normal. I feel like if you compare which is worse between shaming someone for their body versus trying to be nice and continue allowing them to expand like they're a dying star, I think the second choice is so much worse. Obviously, going ballistic and shaming someone is not the best way of going about things. I'm not supporting it, but at least there is an element of truth in shaming when compared to just not saying anything and manipulating someone into letting them slowly destroy themselves. This whole body positivity movement that's been going on is actually doing so much more harm than good. Sure, I guess you make people feel good about themselves, but at the same time, you are directly contributing to their downfall.
I set up this place because I was humiliated in a regular salon. I went there to get my hair done one time, and I went to sit down and greet my stylist, and the chair loudly broke, and all eyes were on me. And it was a really horrible experience.
First of all, she's lying. She definitely wasn't sitting on a salon chair. She was definitely sitting on a salon sofa. I mean, just think about how wide she is compared to this chair. That's like trying to fit a bouncy ball into the hole of a plastic water bottle. But let's just assume that she was able to wiggle her way into one of these chairs. Notice how they've all got a strong metal base. It's not like she's sitting on a wooden chair with 4 legs. Her weight quite literally caused the metal underneath her to crumple and collapse, and to make it worse, she's playing the victim. She says that she was humiliated when this happened, so she's implying that the people around her caused her to feel ashamed and embarrassed. Apparently, when you crush a chair after sitting on it and fall onto the ground causing a seismic wave, people are supposed to just mind their own business and not turn their attention to such a startling situation. And even worse than all of this, she claims that this incident was the reason she started a plus-size beauty salon, instead of just using what would be an eye-opening experience for pretty much every person as a reason to start losing weight. She decided that the best logical decision was to just start a business that would help her continue living in a fool's paradise.
I knew I wasn't the only one that ever had to suffer something like that, so what I did was I saved all my money, and I had this dream, and I was like, I'm gonna make a salon that caters to the plus size women, because I know I'm not the only one that goes to this.
How about saving all your money and getting a gym membership instead? I think that's a much better use of your finances. Imagine being so lazy that instead of just working out, you go through the process of creating a whole ass business. You gotta have a lot of money, you gotta go through a ton of paperwork, you have to go out and buy some real estate, you gotta buy furniture, equipment, hire a bunch of employees. She must have easily spent over $200,000 to $300,000 on starting this beauty salon, all because she didn't want to take any accountability for herself. Just process that for a moment. I want you to just sit and think about exactly what she did, instead of just hiring a nutritionist and a trainer and consulting people who will make sure that you will live past the age of 35. This woman really created herself a safe space. This isn't the imaginary virtual safe space that we normally talk about. She created a physical safe space for people like her. This is actually incredible. Is this what drinking an abundance of grease and gravy does to your common sense? Does it impair your critical thinking skills?
I'm really confident, and I still feel out of place sometimes. I'm from Texas. I got Texas-sized assets.
Just because you're from Texas doesn't mean you need to have Texas-sized assets, let alone bragging about it. Only skinny women who have absolutely massive balloons in the front and a dump truck in the back are allowed to brag about their Texas-sized assets. People who are 396 pounds like this woman have absolutely no right to feel proud about that. That's like a skinny person bragging about their abs, or a person who's on juice proudly showing off their muscles. I'm sorry, but this is nothing to be proud about.
Everything here is custom made and reinforced, so there won't be any humiliation or anything broken. Chairs that hold up to 800 pounds, pedicure benches that hold up to 600 pounds.
Chairs that can hold up to 800 pounds. That's actually really offensive to the people who are over 800 pounds. I think this beauty salon is really disrespecting those individuals. Don't you guys think? This isn't very body positive in my opinion, and that makes me very angry. They are purposely excluding people who are 1,000 pounds from entering this establishment, and I will not stand for this inequality. Now, on a more serious note, how fucking massive do you have to be to need reinforced titanium Kevlar lined chairs? I mean, these individuals must be so big that when they sit on a rainbow, that shit bursts into Skittles. And I hope the floors are reinforced as well. We don't want someone falling through the tiles. You can likely cook an egg on a chair that one of her customers has sat on. I'm sure those chairs are hot and humid to the touch after they sit on it for about 2 minutes.
Everything is gold, everything is glamorous, so you won't feel like, you're in this special chair. I want them to feel like they're getting the royal treatment.
First of all, the only treatment these people need is a medical treatment. They don't need the royal treatment. You are not a group of individuals that are suffering at the hands of society, so you don't need the red carpet treatment. And might I point to the extreme hypocrisy of this beauty salon? Why are there quite a few photos of Marilyn Monroe on the wall? If anything, Marilyn Monroe was as thick as a jar of honey. She was the OG chick that everybody wanted. All right, let me relax. I'm getting a little too excited for someone from the 1950s. If these people are so proud of their body, wouldn't we be seeing a lot more framed photos of the characters from WALL-E? I should be seeing a Snorlax beanbag chair in the corner of the salon, not photos of a woman who is widely considered to have had the ideal body shape for females. I just find it a little hypocritical that these people supposedly support body positivity, yet I don't see a single photo of a plus size person anywhere.
Because they might be going through something on the inside. They might not feel beautiful. So when you come in my salon, I serve you with cupcakes, mimosas, whatever you need to just relax and really get into your element.
Please stop this insanity. These people have had their fair share of triple-decker sponge cakes in their life. What the fuck is going on in this store? Bring in a treadmill and some weights so people can exercise while waiting for their appointment. The last thing these people need are cupcakes and sugary drinks. This is like bringing people who have breathing problems into a room filled with smoke. This is not doing anybody any sort of favors. Replace the cupcakes with veggies immediately. I actually cannot believe this. They are being told that it is okay to continue consuming products that are directly leading them to a path of destruction. They're being fed lies by the woke community who say that it's okay to do this, and anybody, including doctors, who tell them that it might not be the smartest thing to be eating cupcakes at their weight are inconsiderate and self selfish people. They paint people like you and I as the villains for trying to help, and they paint themselves as the savior. This should actually be illegal. I don't understand. I don't think people who are morbidly obese should be legally allowed to buy junk food. I think there should be like a certain weight limit when it comes to buying cookies and candies and stuff. Maybe make a fitness world similar to SeaWorld and airlift anyone over 400 pounds to the fitness world and make them work out for like a month or two. That's actually a $1 billion idea now that I think about it. So, I mean, if there's any multi-millionaire entrepreneur that's watching this video, go ahead and open up the fitness world and just give me like a 5% stake in the company and we're good. Now, I have to ask the golden question. What would happen if I walked into this beauty salon? Would I be refused entry? Would they tell me that I don't meet the weight requirements? Is my waist supposed to have the circumference of the equator? Would I have to wear one of those inflatable sumo wrestler costumes to be allowed inside? I feel like I would definitely not get treated nicely if I tried to get a cut. They'd give me the bowl cut fade. I would not be getting good customer service, I can tell you for certain. Because I'm a guy, it looks like the salon is made for divorced women. They would definitely be giving me a cold reception. I don't think they would be serving me their cupcakes. Someone should open up a thin person salon right opposite to this store. Maybe even have a sign out front that says it's a thin friendly establishment. I think they'd get put out of business real quick. Notice how the same people who say that thin women are an unrealistic beauty standard and argue that, you know, being skinny is not exactly healthy are the same ones who turn around and support extreme obesity. I think it's all just an excuse to be lazy and to not care about your body. So that's all I have for you guys. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. 400K is almost here. I can't believe it. Thank you guys for your support. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Step on the scene, Cartiers on the face. Eventually the jacket, my joggers a baby. V's on the glasses, they was looking plain. The diamonds is shining, help see through the shade. When I was a jet, had to deal with some things. Had some ups, a lot of downs, but I fought through the rain.